I can't hold it and do it at the same time. Hello guys, I'm setting up Haunted Halloween's Nightcrawler and Punctured Pete after this. He bought 3 animatronics the other day. You already set up the Hauntress. So.
Yeah, she's all done.
Yeah, so
I still have Sewer Varmint I haven't did yet.
You can watch Brick Thunder's video because he did a setup, but like this is, you start with building the base, and this is a B part. It goes 4 directions. There's 4 B poles. Well, 2 of them are B and C. These are the back ones, and then these are the front. There's 2 separate poles for the. There's B, and then there's B and A. And mine actually, I ordered mine online last year, and it doesn't have this pole. They actually forgot to put it in the box, so I just have to put a brick on top of mine to hold it down. Otherwise, it's unstable, and it could snap the welding off. But yeah, so that's where you start with this. Then you're supposed to put the poles into this G. And I'm still wearing my spirit apron, yes. I thought I worked today, but then she said, no, you don't have to work today, so. The thing that confuses me about Nightcrawler is I always get confused on which way the clothes go. That's why it takes me, like, I set this up last year at the store, and it took me over an hour to set it up. And I accidentally ripped the wires out but I fixed it. And then I got mine after, and mine took me over 2 hours to set up because I kept getting the clothes on wrong. And then I set it up this year, which took me maybe an hour, maybe not even that long. And this is my 4th one I'm setting up, so yeah. I've set up a lot of Nightcrawlers already. And I've set up 8 man-possessed friends over the years.
You probably set a world record for that.
Yeah.
Of the man's possessed friend.
Oh yeah, and then these pieces, G and G. And then this E pole goes into the left side. And the F goes into the right side. Then the instructions say they want you to put the clothes on now. Like, try to get the clothes over the poles. Now, this is what always confused me. I always thought, like, the head goes on like this, but it actually, like, goes on like this after you get the clothes on. But I don't do that more till the end, when it's more complete. And it's kind of confusing which way yeah, just make sure this Velcro strip is down when you're setting it up. So this is how the mech would be. This is so. And you kind of put the clothes on almost like inside out and pull it over. That's what kind of confuses me about it, but. Sometimes getting the sleeves up can be a pain because it gets caught on so easily.
Like right now, I would be totally lost. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'd probably mess this thing up.
I'm just like, I just wonder what like every store has to have an employee that sets one of these up, and I just wonder the struggles some employees go through trying to set this one up.
I remember last year you said Pete was not a fun one to set up.
Yeah, he's not as bad as Nightcrawler, but it's just I don't like his knee and foam legs. They're kind of weird. You'll see that when I set him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason there's something blocking this from going up. There's like another layer of fabric in his sleeve that I think, yeah. Yeah, there's 2 layers of fabric in here. Yeah.
I'm gonna pause the video now for a minute.
That'll stop it. I don't have to edit it. Okay, so it's going right.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, I was putting the sleeves on completely wrong way. I was trying to put the sleeve over the poles, but it's you put the poles through the sleeves this way. So I would have done that all around. See, because now the hood, because remember the head goes on here and the hood covers the head, so it's on right now. But there's still a lot more setup to go yet. These go on. Oh yeah, and these wires come twist tied to around this, and you have to untwist tie it. Last year I think it was a zip tie, and I used a box cutter to cut it, and that's how I ripped the wires out, because it yanked the wires out when I put force. Yeah, this year they twist tied it so you don't cut it with a box cutter and rip the wires out. Now there's these foam ones that go around this. I think you actually put those on before you put these on, but I don't like these because you have to slip them on after you get the fabric over here, and the fabric for the legs is so thin, so it's kind of hard getting it up without ripping it, and it doesn't go up very well the way I mean, they already have it sliced for you, but it rips so easily. I don't really like these foam designs for the legs, but I don't know. And I believe last year they did not have these marked, but now they do. You attach the screws and this onto here. You can pause for a second because I have to find the screws. Alright,
okay.
So now I'm slipping your pants. I got the control box screwed in, and that probably goes on better after you get the pants on. Yeah, it would, because you couldn't get it on if you attach that first. Maybe. So it's the same thing with the pants. Make sure the Velcro slot is on the down part when you're putting the pants on. Because this part attaches to the fabric on the top of that one. So it takes a while to slide these over the poles, these pants and arm legs, or sleeves, whatever you want to call them. Yeah.
It must be. Is it like that slippery material that?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Oh.
Yeah, see, it would go on really easy if you didn't have to add the foam parts. I mean, you don't have to add the foam parts, but you can see the poles, pointing through. It makes it look like actual knees and legs, but you would see the metal square pole through the fabric if you didn't. It's there as a filler. It stuffs it a little bit, but by the time you get it stretched over, they're partially ripped. They're almost completely ripped off. So it's they don't.
This is probably the best way to still record and get a drink of water.
Yeah. You can pause it if you want until I get them all over the
Oh, okay.
So I did make one error. When you first put this pole on, don't forget to put the feet on. So the back feet. These ones you can at the end because they just slide on the groove or clip on the pole. These ones you actually have to go in the pole, like the SVI shoes, all the clown shoes. They go on like over the pole. Yeah.
Nightcrawler needs to cut his toenails.
Okay.
They're huge.
It's a good thing I noticed that now, because if I would have had the whole thing assembled, I would have had to take some screws back out and just assemble it. Oh, I wouldn't have been happy. And then now you can connect the control box. Pulse cable clipped. Yeah, this is just one of those animatronics that once you set it up, you don't want to disassemble it ever again. Because you don't want to have to go through this multiple times every year. However, his springs are better this year than last year's model, because last year's model didn't start popping up faster. They get weaker over time. This year's actually gets faster over time, because the display at our store was slow like my old one at first, but now it pops up super fast. So the springs actually get better on these newer ones.
That's what actually made me decide to buy it.
Yeah.
Because I saw it and I'm like, I really want that.
This is why you want to make sure the pant's done the right way, so you actually have access to the control box. Because if you put this upside down or something, you won't get good access to this control box. Okay. Now, I guess we can connect this now.
You already got done setting that up too?
Yeah, this was one of our first set. After we do the base, that's the part the instructions tell you to set up.
Oh.
This part, but you don't attach it until towards the end. For whatever reason.
Do you want help with that part, or?
I think I can get it.
Okay.
There we go. All the wire harnesses you have to plug in at the end.
Nightcrawler lost his body. Well, it's not attached yet.
Now, wait, what? Oh no.
You put it on backwards?
I think I did.
Oh no!
How? I checked before I don't
This is what kept happening to me yesterday with the Hauntress. I got so mad.
How? I made sure before I... How? Okay, pause it. Okay, so it's going now?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I got the fabric flipped around.
That would have been funny if it was on backwards
These
again.
sleeves are just not user-friendly. It took me forever to slip them over the poles again.
How are we going to attach his body, though? That's the main question.
Oh, it attaches to that metal wire that's back there.
Oh.
I feel like something came disconnected on our display one. I feel like that's part of the reason he jumps fast, but I keep looking inside and it doesn't look like it's, but it seems like, because the base is so wobbly now on the one on our display, so it's like something has to be detached. And some of these, this wire has to fish up through the sleeve, because if you just have it going straight across like this, you'll see the wire when the fabric is still Velcroed, and that looks bad. So you have to slide it up through the sleeve. But I just take my hand. Same with the sensor wire. Again, sleeves are not user-friendly at all. So I reach my hand through the sleeve and I push the wire partially up through the sleeve. Then I can feel it with my other hand that's in the sleeve once it's up high enough. And then I can pull it through like that. And you can slip this fabric down over the module or neck. Now this, this clips on goes through here, and then there's a screw that holds this onto here. This which these there's holes in more holes in this where this slips down into. Go. And this is part of the head and shoulder piece, so this screws on as well.
Oh, we're pretty close to getting them done.
Yeah. Here, this. Okay, so I got it. So this actually over, this goes over this part, not underneath it.
Wait, are we going to attach the wires?
At the end.
Oh, okay.
Now you put one of the screws in that holds this on, and it's one of these long flathead ones. Okay, so that's attached. Now we can attach the head. Sure, his hair is not. So that fits on here, and it probably would be tight enough to not put the screw in, but probably still should, because it probably would eventually come off after a few pop-ups, or someone could easily pull it off. But yeah, they say you should put a screw in on the top part and the bottom. You do not have to put both screws in. One holds it on enough. And I recommend doing the bottom, because getting the top on is almost impossible once you get this shoulder on. So I do the bottom one. And even that one's kind of hard, because the screw hole is not very big, so it's, and this is a thick screw. Wait, actually there's one, no, there's some of the smaller silver screws. That's the one you use for the head. Okay. And start adjusting his clothes.
That's the stuff that was on the huntress I got everywhere yesterday.
Yeah. And then you can start connecting the wires as well. You might want to get closer to these if you can.
Might be able to.
These to this. The wire harnesses are much better on the newer Crazy Create animatronics, because all the 2019 ones were absolutely terrible. Oh my god. They were barely hot glued at all. These ones are actually pretty secure for the most part. And these don't unplug very easily either. Once they're plugged in, they're clipped in pretty good.
While we do the wires, I'm going to pause the video.
Oh no, keep going.
Oh, keep going?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then the IR sensor comes all the way to here, which you're probably going to be using it on sensor. Now we can start velcroing the clothes.
Oh yeah, and the adapter, I got a plug-in right over here we can use. So.
Yep. So the top just velcros over this. And the bottom again, make sure the wires are closed up underneath this Velcro so they're not exposed. Because I've seen store videos where the wires are completely exposed and it just looks bad that way. At least this way they're all covered up. And then last is these.
That was pretty simple.
Well, and then this, you can make that look creepy over there. See, those just clip right on.
I wish I could just take this part off of it.
Oh, it makes it look creepier once you put it over the body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here you spread it out. Just kind of goes over the legs, arms. in there. Looks like shredded cloth. It's Velcro. It doesn't attach very well. Okay, let's get the adapter out and plug them in and see.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video so I can open up the gate and stuff. Okay.
And this is the new adapter. It says special adapter for Henry Hustle and Nightcrawler. I don't know what's special about it. It's still a 6-volt 2-amp adapter. I don't know what's special about this than all the other adapters. Because every Spirit animatronic now is pretty much a 6-volt 2-amp.
Maybe it makes them come to life. So I don't know.
I don't know what's special about it for just those two. Oh yeah, and the one at our store, it's weird. At first it was acting strange on step pad, like it was having relay switch problems, but when I looked again, the step pad was only halfway plugged in, and apparently that caused malfunctions, which was kind of weird. Because it hasn't done that since. Is your power turned on?
Yeah, it should be.
Because he's not.
Maybe he's unplugged a little.
Oh yeah. There we go.
He just gets ready to scare us. I got a little bug on me. Ew. Gross.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be a pretty good video.
Yeah.
Takes a few seconds for that. So he's not fast right now, but as he goes, he'll get faster, like our display. It should.
Now my turn to go up and scare him.
And he is all the way turned up. This animatronic isn't that loud on full volume. Well, I guess it wasn't all the way, but it's not much louder. This animatronic has very detailed eyes, even when they're like not lighting up.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Just remember to leave them in the up position. I mean, I don't think it actually wears this one down as much to leave it, because mine was left down in this in the down position in my storage unit, and I just tested it and it still pops up as fast as it did last year. So this one I think is a little different.
Sounds like he's burping. Alright, Nightcrawler, try to get me. Come on. Good Nightcrawler.
So I hope this was overall a good setup video. I know I made a few mistakes here and there, but I corrected them before I was completely finished with it. But yeah, that's Nightcrawler. Yeah, like I said, once you get him up, he's worth it. You know. Now people are saying the face detailing is a little different than the other one, but I should green mine since mine's last year and see if they're, because I can't really tell since they're not both side by side. We should see if there's different detailing, because Brick Thunder said there's some different detailings with the face, but like I said, I haven't. This is one animatronic I can't really tell unless I have it side by side. Alright, once he pops up again, I'll unplug it.
That's the voice, I don't turn it back on by accident.
Well, it's gotta, because I gotta unplug it when it's up. I go.
Oh, you want me to make him go up?
Yeah. There we go. Alright, so that's Nightcrawler. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching and bye. Hello everybody. Now we're, how much minutes is it to say out? Oh, that's plenty of time. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna set up a punctured seat now. He's got it a little bit set up, but yeah. So the main issue I have with this one is like the legs. They're like foam and they slide on kind of weird. But yeah. So first you attach, you know, the screws, the poles, and then put the screws in.
We have to give credit to Haunted Halloween for the screws.
Yeah.
Even though I probably didn't do it right, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you only really needed to put one in because it doesn't need it doesn't need that many, but.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking.
The control box, I think goes back. Yeah.
I'm guessing this is for when he rocks back and forth. So.
Yeah. So. The shoes.
Those shoes are almost like Michael 2018 shoes.
They attach like this. They tend to come off a few times while you set them up, though, because it's only Velcro. And then these legs slip through the pants.
Oh, this is the part that's not the fun part. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's not like really bad, but it's, I don't know. Yeah, I can't find the opening here. There we go. Yeah, and make sure the pants, make sure this is on the bottom part again. This whole part is on the bottom. Because if it's on the top, it's upside down. See, so those foam legs just kind of slip into the shoe like that. And you gotta do the other side. And there's that double layer fabric in this, so it's hard to know if you have both, it coming through both slots. Okay. Last year's model was a little faulty at Punctured Pete, but I think it was mostly wires coming off because people didn't pay attention to make sure the wires weren't tangled while it was doing this, so it would pull the wires and eventually it would come off the motor. Ours at the store, the reason ours broke is because last year was because I forgot to put the screw in that holds the part that goes in here, so he fell forward, ripped his wires out, and then I twist tied both wires around the motor as kind of a shortcut for now, and because I didn't have my soldering iron with me at the time. But then they touched together and it shorted out, so then I wired it to the adapter port, which made him too powerful. Like, he moved like crazy, and it just ended up stripping a gear. So
and on that motor I noticed something weird is on there, like this weird paste thing. Yeah,
and this animatronic is only constant motion. It doesn't have, it has a step pad slot, and they took last year's model actually does have the slot in. This year it's just an empty hole. Last year it did, and it has the step pad switch, but it's not actually programmed. So I don't know why they just didn't do it. They already have the slot in the switch.
That's why I got him, is because he's constant motion, so no one has to activate him. He just constantly goes.
Yeah. That does not seem like that's mounted right. So I'm pretty sure this points outwards.
I really need some water, so I'm gonna pause the video.
I got it. Okay, so I was wrong. The pants does go up because this, you know, swivels back and forth. So it does got to be up and not down. Because in the end, the pants are like this, and so yeah. And then this goes in here. He's trying to find the other screw. Some of the screws got misplaced. And also, this pole goes in, and then this pole goes into this pole as well. Yeah. But we're gonna try to do what we can, because it is missing the locks that holds this pole in, which kind of, yeah, I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But
wait a minute.
What?
I swear I had a baggie with like some stuff. I swear I had a baggie. Did I throw it in? I swear to God I had a baggie. You know, maybe I better go look for it again. Maybe it fell when I was coming down.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for it again. I'll be right back.
Because
Because I remember those little things right there, those were in a sack. I saw them.
Yeah,
I saw them when I unboxed them. They're there.
So yeah, this elastic band stretches over the foam legs where it has the cut to the other side. You slip it through, and this slips into here. And then you put this is where you don't want to forget to put the screw in, because I think this is where it came out on our display last year and broke. The one at our display is still going good. The motor's not dead yet. I wasn't sure if the motor was going to make it, but we opened last Friday. It is currently Tuesday the 24th that this video is being made, so it's still going. So his motor does last quite a bit. It's weird. Some of them last year moved decently fast, like the one I bought, but the display at our store before I wired the motor directly to the adapter port, it wasn't very fast, and Tyler's, the one he got, wasn't very fast, unless this is one that gets faster over time. Okay, so that's in. Now the head and shoulder parts, which goes on this pole, and you just put another screw in it. Again, you don't need to put one on both the front and the back side. One holds it on plenty. Or maybe not. Okay, that only came down because it wasn't slipped, because that wasn't slipped on all the way. So yeah, now it's not coming off. But it was on tight enough. It probably wouldn't fall off the way it was, but yeah. So then the wire goes through this hole in here, and the head goes on. There's like the smaller silver screw that goes in the head, which is also lost, but it doesn't really fall off though. And you can just slip his jacket on, which velcros to the back, to the neck. So another part is this part hooks into here. Goes in this way, and then there's a piece that clips it on.
You can.
And then this part goes on, clips into here. Which, yeah, it might hold in without it, but we'll have to see. Then this part, which velcros here, make sure it's over that. And then this part velcros on the back of here, and then this velcros on top of that. And then this velcros onto that. And the same thing with this side. This one velcros on, just that. So I can't remember if the material on the head on last year's is like this. Now you attach this and make sure it's this way. And this you want to make sure you screw on, otherwise that may slide off after a while. Yeah, because this one doesn't go on as tightly, so this would slip off if you don't put the screw in. Also, his mech is kind of like a death row mechanism. Now you slide the these foam arms through the sleeves, and then it has another one of those straps that I'll show you when I get there. So these arms go through the sleeves like this. I guess you kind of wait to Velcro it at, oh, no, you can still get around it. So, and then these clips right here, go through the hole, like that, and then the arm stays on. And you do the same exact thing with the other side. Yeah, and there are Velcro strips in the sleeves that keep his sleeves attached to the hands so they don't slip back. So basically it goes like this. Something with this one.
Oh, what I did do, Jordan, is I made a video today of Punctured Pete, and I did the sack in the video, so maybe I can watch it and maybe I can see where I put it.
Oh yeah, that might work.
Good thing I did it. I was recording it for my YouTube, but I don't really want to post it because I sound ridiculous in this video, so I'm kind of like, okay, today we're going to build this Punctured Pete. What fun this is going to be. Okay. I'm gonna, so, let's see. Crap. Okay, this is...
The Velcro strips are a little confusing sometimes, but
okay. I'm gonna set that on the phone for a minute.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's time to connect the wire harnesses. Now this is where you want to pay attention. Make sure the wire's not like wrapped around this. Hard to see because it's getting dark out. But make sure it's not wrapped around this pole or this, because that's most likely how some of them were broken last year. People who usually set them up probably wrap them around where it moves back and forth. Just see, it won't pull off if it's like this, because this is plenty of extension. Okay, so it's just two little harnesses. One for the motor, one for the eyes. Then, I think this is one step you kind of do during the beginning of the setup, but I do it at the end. These pant straps go over these foam legs, like this. we can Velcro his little jacket up. There's 2 of them, I believe. Not just this one. Sometimes this fabric pops out of this. At least that's what happened a lot with our display last year. And I hate it. Bothers my OCD when this is outside of the jacket. It needs to be inside of the jacket. This should have added one more Velcro. But yeah, he's about ready. This part. So the back of the jacket just covers those foam legs like this. Now we can get the adapter hooked up and try them out. Okay, so since this one was missing the clips that keep this on, they would have slid out. We just put a little tiny zip tie in it, and it'll hold. Same with the one in here. Shine it closer in there. There you go. Yeah, see, now it won't slide out. Because if that slid out and this went forward, it would probably rip the wires out of the motor. Right, so let's see. He might not be on. He does have volume control. And he's decently loud too, turned up. I wish he did have a step pad function. Well, maybe, nope, it's not. Yeah, it's on now, but it's not plugged in all the way to the... There we go. Oh, that one's pants. There we go. Yeah. I feel like this one doesn't move as far as the one on our display, but it's still good. Some of them, they kind of, Punctured Pete is one of those animatronics that kind of varies. You could get one that moves like a lot, or one that doesn't move very much. They kind of vary. It depends on how the spring is in the head. If the head's more springy, obviously the head will spring a little better on some than others. So yeah, he just makes those sounds over and over again. We have the volume pretty much off on the one at our store, because that would get annoying all day. I don't know why I didn't do that with Tortured Torso. That was Crazy Create's first constant motion prop, Tortured Torso. That was 2019. That theme's audio was so annoying, and I never turned it down. I feel like if this did have step pad, it would only play for like 5 or 8 seconds, because it doesn't have that much of an audio track, because it repeats itself pretty quickly. Yeah, that's Punctured Pete. So I did a video of the one that of the display last year that I fixed, but then I have a video where I reviewed it and showed what I did, and then I have a video of it back at the store, but then the gear stripped. But here's an official video of how it's officially supposed to move, and yeah. So hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching, and bye.